magnificent Swan Little Peter Pan. A round of applause for Swan Little Peter Pan. Alright, thank you very much. I am, of course, Mr. Curran here today, and I am here to teach you a little bit about football, and specifically about dribbling today. The learning objective for us is to understand the correct dribbling technique, to apply it in practice, and then finally to apply it in game situations. So that's going to look like a little different today. Before we continue, a few things. If there's any health and safety issues that you can see, please let me know. And as you're going around today, if anything is not under control, or you feel at all that there's any health and safety problems, please just identify it to me and I'll stop the session. Final thing before we begin, do we have any medical issues that I should be aware of today? So nothing that we're aware of. If you've got any problems, please just stop at any time and just let me know if there's any medical issues. Nabina, yellow line, white line, white line, green line, yellow line, Kevin, green line. Alright, it's going to go like this, guys. We're going to do a warm-up. The warm-up's going to be, to begin with, on the white line. Yeah, that's right. And you're going to jog out to me. Just be careful with the cones, guys. So jog to me along your straight line. Go. That's great. And then jogging back to the white line. That's perfect. Just be careful now with the mats. You're not going too fast. Alright, next one then, guys. I want to see those heel flicks. They're going to go up, making sure that we're extending at the knee joint. Let's go all the way there. So that's jogging it that side to me. So one foot to me, and then jogging way back. Great stuff. Next one, guys. We're looking for some right angles. We're going to try and get our knees up, getting those right angles, get them up. Let's go all the way to me. Let's go. Get them up, 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 get them up. And jogging way back. Excellent. Excellent. Go round. Now, next thing we're going to do then is this. We're going to do lunges. This time I need two right angles. One at the back, one at the front. It's going to look like this. We're going to 1, 2, lunge, together. 1, 2, lunge, together. You ready? 1, 2, lunge, together. 1, 2, lunge, together. 1, 2, lunge, together. And jog your way back. That's fine. Thank you, guys. Next thing we're going to work on our hip flexors. We're going to look a little bit disco today. You ready? It's going to go like this. Arms are important during this process. Let's go. Oh, you got it, guys. No pressure, guys. Jog your way back. Excellent. Next thing, we're going to go for some sprints today. You ready? 2 sprints. On your marks. Set. Go. Yeah, that's it. Jog your way back. Just do to the green line, guys. Jog your way back. You ready? Next one. 3, 2, sprint. Let's go. All the way to the green line. That's it. Jog your way back. Jog your way back. I need you to get yourselves into pairs now. Get yourselves into pairs, and what I want you to do is this, okay? You're going to start with 1 ball each, and the aim of the game is for us to get comfortable at this stage with understanding the correct technique. So what we're going to do is then, we've got our balls, we're going to work in a pair. Shia, can you demonstrate with me? Can I get that ball, please, man? Shia? Okay, so what we're going to do is then, we're going to dribble around, we're going to go and find our gate, so dribbling, we stop between the gate. We've got the blue one there, you see some yellow ones? Anybody else give me another colour? White. Yeah, there's white as well. So when you get there, the ball's in between the gate, you're going to go to the next gate. So that's a score of 1 so far. Whichever you like. Okay, that's 2. I'm going to take it off my partner. I'm going there. There you go. That's 3. Where are you training to do? Quicker, mate. There you go. Next one. That's 4. You ready? We're going to see which group can score the most in a minute. 3, 2, 1, go! 1 minute. Oh, that's not under control for him. Okay, let's go. Make sure you count them up. Make sure you count them up. Make sure you count them up. Okay, that's good. Well done, guys. This is great. Keep it up. 30 seconds gone. 30 seconds left. 30 seconds gone. 30 seconds left. Okay, that's great. 30 seconds left. Okay, stop there, that's excellent. Stop there. And what I'm going to do is now, just tell me your scores. 11, 8, 9. Alright, you've got 30 seconds to add to these scores. You ready? Go! Final 30 seconds in this minute. Final 30 seconds in this minute. Okay, that's great. Come on, guys, it's alright. Just keep going, trying to get those scores. 15 seconds to be adding to your scores. 15 seconds. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, Now, in terms of you guys, what we're going to do is this then. We're going to start to consider what the correct techniques look like. Anybody tell me what's helped you have success today, especially this group who the most? What have you done to dribble correctly? You got any ideas? Small touches, exactly right, mate. I love that one. Well done. Anything else from this group that we've done well to make sure that we're dribbling properly?
Keeping your head up there again.
Keeping your head up, well done. Anything else?
Keeping the ball pushing.
Yes, that's really what we're looking for, aren't we? We're looking for 3 things at this early stage when we're understanding the basic technique. It's going to be small touches. We can use the inside of our foot if we're trying to keep that under control. And then what we can do is the next thing is we'll look it up, because as we've seen, there's a little bit of clash, wasn't there, between the groups? And if we're looking up, we can do that. And what we don't want is, we don't want those big touches where we've got to chase after it. Because if we're in a game, what might happen there? Yeah, I might get into second over the semi like that, that's right. So I'm going to change it around a little bit now. You guys, because you're doing well today, and you're the higher levels of the group, I'm going to say you can only use the yellow cones. Can anybody tell me why they're only allowed to use the yellow cones? Because it's smaller, it's more of a challenge. That's right. And this group here, you're going to try and continue what you're doing, and you're going to try and use the inside of your foot. And what I want you to do is, guys, I want you to use all the cones. And this group here, if you're having a little bit of trouble keeping control of the ball, I want you guys just to put your foot on top of the ball and then start again. So if it's getting out of control, just go and put your foot on it and then start again, okay? You ready? Okay. So go get your balls, here's your balls, and you're going to try and beat your score now. You ready? 3, 2, 1, go! That's it, well done guys. That's great. That's well done. Okay, that's good. Try and keep it close. That's very good, Mr. Warren. Try and keep it close there. Try it. Those are good small touches. I really like how you're taking little touches there. That's excellent. Yeah, I need to see you looking up for him. I need to see you looking up more for him. That's it, Kevin. Excellent, Kevin. Good control. Keep it nice and close. That's excellent. That's great. You're really using different sides of your foot. That's really positive. Well done to you, Marina. This is great. Mr. Warren, that's good. You've got 20 seconds left. See if you're beating your score. Guys, we've not got control. We're not stopping it between the gates there. Let's go. That's excellent. Well done, guys. Oh, you've got to make sure that that's between. You look like you've got weight to your feet there a bit, Kevin. Try and keep it close. That's good. Well done. Looking up for him. That's much better for you for him. And stop. Go back to your boots. Go back over here to the white line pretty please. Got 5 seconds to get back. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Can you just pass me that ball, please, Marina? Thank you, buddy. Pass me that ball, please. Excellent. Pass me that ball, please. Wonderful. You guys, I just wanted to say this. At this stage, I'm really impressed with the way that you guys are learning. It's really positive that you've been able to tell me the good things before we've even been able to move forward. And also, in addition to this, I'm hoping now you've increased your scores. What score did you get? 17. All right, what did you get? 16. 17. So these guys have increased the score. All right, so it's going to work like this. For this group and this group, in a moment, we're going to start bringing in the defender. But what I want to talk about before we do that is how some options that we can have to try and beat the defender. Okay? So, in terms of the options to try and beat the defender, what I'd like you to consider is this. If we use the skills that we see on different sort of computer games, that we see Cristiano Ronaldo doing different visions of the game, they're all essentially one form of the same thing, which is either changing speed or changing direction. So Shia, if you come get the ball, I can go from one side and then to the other to take it away from him and change direction. Or if you come to me, Shia, I can take it away and then go out the other side there. So I'm changing direction and I'm changing speed. Again, Shia, if you come towards me, so you come towards me there, come towards me, I can change speed and go around the other side. So that's one thing that I can do. I can change speed or I can change direction. Those are the 2 things that we're going to try and practice today to try and beat the person around us. How do you know that you'll have success in the next drill? What did I just do that wasn't under control? I took a big touch away with that. So can anybody give me advice about what I did with it? Smaller touches, yeah. So it's going to be really important, especially in this environment, we know where there's walls and things around us, that we keep it nice and tight and take small touches. But we're looking for two things now with defender around them. What's the first thing we're doing? What's the second thing? Put that bit on. Thank you. You ready? Got 1 minute. You're going to try and beat your partner. So, people without bibs, 1, 2, 3. You're going to be trying to beat your partner. But what I'm going to do is this. Grab a small change. Mr. Warren, give that to your main man over here. You two together now. Labina, you're going to work with Mr. Warren. I'm going to do some challenges. Challenge for you. Try and use the outside of your foot more when you change the direction. Challenge for you guys. You're going to use the yellow cones. Challenge for you guys. Try and keep control. Use the inside of your foot. And maybe even, if you're having a good day, try and use the other side of your foot as well. Okay, you ready? You got 1 minute. You score 1 point every time you dribble through the cones. If you're a defender and you put the ball and you put your foot on the ball, you get a point. So it's defenders versus attackers. Attackers 1 point for going through. Defenders 1 point for putting the foot on top. You ready? 3, 2, 1, go! Defenders have got to give it straight back. That's 1 there. I see change of speed there. That's excellent. Well done, Ren. Change of speed. Let's see some change of direction. That's it. Well done, Mr. Warren. That's a good change of direction. Okay, stand up. Let's go. All right, that's excellent. That's a good change of direction, Ren. Oh, really going on the red there. Stop there. Stand up, Kevin. Come on, let's go again. Let's go again. Let's go again. Okay, and stop. So, have we been able to count how many times we've been through? You've got a number? 5, how many? 4, how many? 5, alright, well done. So guys, all the students out there, swap over, see if you can beat your partner's score. See if you can beat your partner's score. Guys, just a little thought here. We need to change bits. If one person's got one and one person doesn't. Okay? Alright, you ready to go? So, what I want you to do is pass me the ball before we do that. Okay, thank you. Guys, just a quick reflection before we move on. First thing, can anybody tell me if we just worked anaerobically? Yeah, so why are we breathing more now? What's the term that we use to describe it? Oxygen debt. So what's actually happening? Why are we breathing more? Where's it going? Yeah, for storage. And then what's actually happening when we're breathing out? Yeah, we're getting rid of carbon dioxide. Anything else we're getting rid of? Lactic acid. Well done, guys. That's it. That's exactly why we're breathing, because we've been working anaerobically. Now, what I'm doing now is then, I'm just giving you a second now to replenish your oxygen stores before we go again. But while we're doing that, I'm going to ask you this question. What was more effective? You can synthesize this answer now. What was more effective? Changing speed or changing direction? It's just your own opinion. This is just your own opinion. If you ask different strikers from around the world, you may get a fast striker like Samuel Eto'o, who may say, you know what, change of speed is the one. Or you may get someone like Ibrahimovic, he may say, changing direction is the one. So, given your own opinion now, which do you think is more important? I'd like you to try and explain why. Yeah.
Changing direction in this area first, because run too fast, running to other place.
Yeah, that's really good. I like the way that you've applied this into the practical setting, what you said, because it's quite tight today that changing direction is going to be something that we're going to try and do. That's great. What I want you to do is this now. For this group, you've got how many? How many? How many? 5. Okay, for this group and this group, I'm going to ask you to try and change direction from 2 feet. So come forward, Mr. Warren, and we go to this side, and then try and change it there like that. That wasn't a great example for me, we'll try again. So this time I'm going to take it out, and then go there, and try and change with 2 feet. For this group and this group, you guys are going to stick with what you do. You ready? Okay, we should have recovered now. Have your balls back, please. Okay, you ready? You've got 1 minute. You're trying to beat your partner's score now. You ready? Go! Try to use both feet to change the direction. That's good, fine. Well done. Oh, you're incredible. That's good change of direction. Well done. I'll look that round the back there. That's excellent. question on the group today. What I really liked was, I liked the way that we were beginning to use some more advanced skills. We were beginning to use both feet, the outside of our foot, and it was evident that you guys were good at dribbling and that you've been doing this before. So well done today, that was excellent. Areas to improve. As much as I do like to see a Megs on Mr. Warren, I don't like that in this game setting, because if you're in an 11-a-side game, if you're playing a position such as in the middle of the park, or perhaps even in defence, and you're going to try that, instead of going round somebody, you're more likely to get caught out, and that may end with a one-on-one situation with the keeper. So that's why in an actual 11-a-side game, or even in a 5-a-side game, really, we never try and go through the legs, we're always trying to change direction to go round. So that would be an important change that I've seen. So I've seen that from you, and I have seen that from other people as well, where they're trying to change one side, and they're ending up going back into the person by changing back the side. So please be aware that we should be changing to go around, and not back into somebody in the middle. Some other things that I really would like to see in the future is people showing that little Cristiano Ronaldo touch, if you know what I mean. Just a little bit, moving it forward, and actually sort of going up onto your toes, so that then you can have that little chain, and you're using the toes of your feet, and more toes of your feet. That's what I'd really like to see. Because what I'm seeing is I'm seeing bigger touches from the inside and the outside. If you want to go on to that more advanced level, you've got to get those smaller touches with your toes, because if you're running at speed, that's going to be a more accurate way of dribbling. Okay? So, well done for today, guys. Kevin, what I really like about your performance today is that you're working well, especially with Fahim. There's a lot of energy, but I'd really like to see you use your inside of the foot for more control next time. Fahim, excellent today, but what I've seen is those bigger touches. Try and have a little bit of lighter touch next time, you'll keep the ball closer, which will be excellent. Shia, well done today. What I would like to see from you is, I'd like to see you making sure that you're using those advanced skills, because that's where you should be stepping towards. And again, not going into somebody, trying to make it around them instead. Loren is very good, but what I see you doing is, I see you turning into Shia sometimes when he's very close to you. Don't be afraid to go away, turn and then come back in. Okay, so don't be afraid to take those extra touches away while you're dribbling before you take the defender on. Rabina, excellent today, but again, going into the person rather than trying to make that way around, and in a tight space, I know it's very easy to go back into somebody, but next time, try and think a bit more about 11-a-side game. And Mr. Warren, first thing, keep your legs shut when you're defending, and also, second thing, really, really good, really positive today, but I'd like to see you using your other foot more. So for today's session then, I just wanted to say an excellent effort. It's been an absolute privilege to be here today coaching you, and just one more thing. It's only for life. Alright, that's it.